Talking to Whitney Mack-Obi with Triad Date Night. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks for joining me.
Yeah,
I love your social media, which is how I found out about you. I'm guessing that's how a lot of people find out about you.
Yes.
So what inspired you to start this?
So I've been doing Triad Date Night since 2024. I moved back to Winston-Salem. I'm originally from Winston-Salem, but I moved back during COVID, like 2 weeks before things shut down, from New Orleans.
Okay.
And so when I moved back, I was like, oh my gosh, there's not going to be anything to do in Winston. It was so boring when I grew up here. But I moved back and I saw like there's things going on. There's a lot of new bars and restaurants, and I'm a different age now, a different point in my life. So of course there was COVID, so everything was shut down. So I was looking for things to do. I did go on a lot of dates. I was single when I moved back. And so that's just something that I enjoy, is planning dates, finding things to do around town. So it got to a point people were like, hey, what's going on? They would just like text me on a Friday or a Thursday and be like, hey, I know you know what's going on this weekend. Tell me what's going on. And then it got to a point there were so many people texting me. I was like, listen, I'm just going to put all this in one place so you guys can just look at my recommendations. I'll post what's going on this weekend. You guys can find out without me having to respond to a million texts.
So I'm guessing it probably changes, but right now, what's one of your favorite places or events to do a date?
Honestly, it depends. Like first dates, just dates in general, the farmer's market is literally my favorite place to go on dates, especially first dates. It's a public space. There's lots to do. There's food. There's flowers, drinks. They have free tastings if you go to the Piedmont Triad Farmers Market in Colfax. So that's probably my favorite date place, like a Saturday or a Sunday.
So what?
Really?
I know, that's interesting. That's not what I would have thought of, but it's a good idea. Yeah, that's always a plus.
It's free. I feel like a lot of times people don't want to, especially if you're getting to know someone, you don't want to invest a lot of money and a lot of time when you're like starting out in those stages.
Plus, it's more relaxed. Like,
it is.
Versus
it's more
just
chill.
going to a restaurant, you feel like
it's more chill. You're not like going to dinner, spending $100, and then you never talk to this person again.
Where's a place you've gone that's really surprised you? Just you weren't expecting what you got. Hopefully, in a good way.
Besides the farmers market.
Besides the farmers market, I don't know about surprise. I usually go for like a sexy aesthetic. I like a good sexy date. So like Joiners is one of my favorite places to go for a date. I remember the first time I went there, I discovered that like they have that themed room. It's like a 70s type vibe. So I was like, what? What's going on in here? But it really, like the leather and the wood and the books. So I was very drawn to that place for dates. So I go there quite often to grab a cocktail.
What's been the most challenging part about keeping up with Triad Date Night?
I would say the most challenging is that I am not a tech person. I am not. It's not my forte. Social media is not even my forte. But nowadays, it's the best way and the fastest way to find out what's going on. Like you're planning a trip, people like TikTok or like anything going on in new restaurants. So it's a challenge for me, like making reels, posting consistently, just the whole technology of it is a challenge.
So you said you're from Winston and then you left for a while and then came back and you were surprised by, all the growth.
Yes.
Yeah, we hear that a lot. So since you didn't really know about what made you come back to Winston?
All of my family on my mom's side lives here. And it was just time to be closer to family. Yeah. I found myself coming back like 4 or 5 times a year for like baby showers, just to visit. Someone's in the hospital. And I was like, man, this is a lot of traveling. It would be better if I was just home.
Yeah.
And Winston is always home. So it was time. And I was over my time in New Orleans. So
yeah. What do you love about Winston?
I love, and I've heard people say this, but it's so true. I love that it's such a big little city.
Yeah.
Like there's no traffic. You can get to one place, from one side to another relatively quickly. But there's always something to do. Like people will fight me on this, but there's always something to do.
Well, the people who will fight you will be the fickle people who there's nothing that I like to do here. Well, it's because you only like to do 3 things and won't step out of your box.
Exactly. And that's life, growing and going out of your comfort zone. But I think especially like now that I'm over 40, everything that I need to do, there is to do here.
Yes.
Like if I want to go party and stay up past 11 o'clock, which I don't, then I could go to Charlotte, Raleigh, or, but for the most part, everything that I want to do.
I would say that this is a little big city or a big little city because they work interchange is probably our number one answer. Yeah. But it's not cliche because cliches are there for a reason because it's true.
It's true, yeah.
It's true.
It's very true. Winston's definitely special, I think.
It is true, yeah. And there's so much community here.
Yeah.
Like everywhere I go, I see people that I know or that I just recognize. Everybody is, for the most part, friendly, welcoming. They want to help. There's so many great small businesses. It's just a great sense of community. It is.
So this is going to run in June. Do you know yet any content you might be sharing about then? This summer, maybe?
Yeah. So in June, I've been doing Single Barrel Social at Broad Branch Distillery and Bar. It's a singles mingle. Just trying to connect people, give them options to meet friends, potential partners, just get out of the house and meet people. I've been doing it since February, but it's the second Thursday of every month.
Okay.
Just come with an open mind, ready to meet someone, a friend, or maybe more. But it's going to be the second Thursday in June. Not sure what that date is. I think it's the 12th, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have it for you in a second.
Second Thursday.
Well, that's cool. What made you start that?
The second Thursday in June is the 11th.
The 11th. Okay. So it will be on the 11th of June and then every second Thursday after that. As long as they let me keep coming back. But they've been really sweet. So I started it, to answer your question, just because I felt like there was a need. When I was single, I did do some like meetup groups. Yeah. There's different ways to meet people. Like on Meetup, there's different social groups. They have the speed dating, but I think all of those actually are in Greensboro. So I wanted to start something in Winston that was less pressure than speed dating, just something really chill.
I didn't like speed dating.
It can be a lot of, it can be pressure.
I just didn't feel like you could really learn much in that short amount of time.
Yeah, exactly. It's a conversation starter.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it's nerve-wracking to be like, I have like 5 minutes to get to know this person and make an impression. Yeah. So this is more chill, and it's something that's in Winston. And I love, and I love connecting people and seeing people interact and mingle. It's been different every month, so it's like a little bit of a social experiment in getting to like people watch and see how people interact, and kind of like nudging them, getting people to step outside of their comfort zones. Yeah. But not too much pressure. So that's why I started it, just to get people connecting, talking, coming outside of their house. And it's a great space in Broad Branch Bar.
It is a cool space.
Yeah. And on Thursdays, they have $5 old fashions.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's good to know.
$5 old fashions.
You can't beat that. And they're fabulous.
That needs to be the highlight of this episode. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So where can people find out about your, Triad Date Nights?
Yeah, sure. You can find me on Instagram at Triad Date Night. And I'm also on TikTok at Triad Date Night as well.
Do you have Facebook? Is there a Facebook page?
I do not have a Facebook page. I probably should get one.
I was going to say, especially if you're targeting an slightly older demographic.
Older demographic. I know. So I will have a Facebook page. So look out for that.
Yeah. And do you have a website or anything?
No website.
Okay.
No. Right now it's mostly just on social media.
Do you have a podcast?
I do not have a podcast. No.
He's trying to say
Is that an offer?
Yeah.
You should have a podcast.
Everybody should have.
Everyone should have a podcast.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the future brings. Maybe
That would be interesting. Bring on a dating podcast.
Yeah, that would be fun. There are so many, but a local one would be fun.
What's your background as far, because you just started this up? What else do you do, or what?
So I am a local realtor, and I've been working for the federal government also for the past 13 years.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, so
I could tell you, but I'd have to maim you.
Maim you?
No, I'm not maiming anybody. So yeah, that is what I do when I'm not doing Triad Date Night. Mm-hmm. So that's my 9 to 5, and then Triad Date Night is my 5 to 9, as people say.
Is your goal to eventually make this full time?
That would be a dream. That would be a dream. I feel like right now I'm just keeping it as a side thing, but I would love to, eventually be able to do this full time.
There's a lot of people, myself included, that the side thing became the full time thing.
Yes, yes, I love it.
Definitely a possibility.
Yeah, and I see people and friends that are like making, taking the leap and making their side thing their full thing, and they're doing social media full time, and I love that. It sounds scary.
It is a little scary, but you got to do what you love. I think
exactly. And I think as I get older, I realize it's important to do the things that make you happy.
Exactly.
And not just do the things going through life.
Yeah, because when you get to the end, you look back and say, well, I could have done this and I could have done that. And you don't want regrets.
Yeah. Don't want regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
As that commercial is. So live, they say, be where your feet are.
Yeah.
Don't live in the past, don't live in the future, live in the now. And if this is what you want to do it.
Yeah. So we'll see. We might be doing Triad Date Night full time.
Yay.
With the podcast.
A lot of people would be with the podcast. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
And sharing about all these great ideas for dates.
Absolutely. I appreciate the invitation. Anytime.
Thank you. This is Twin City Talk. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. The views and opinions portrayed by guests on this podcast are not necessarily those of the distributors and hosting companies. And if you love this podcast, that's great, but don't think about stealing it. Reach out to us and talk about the content, because it is copyrighted.